Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to episode number 8 of the Heel Turn. I am Big Rob TV here with Babyface Batoni.
Hey! One-time appearance only, but I'm like this is my alter ego, much like I like Cactus Jack, Mankind, Dude Love-ish.
That means he's got one more you guys haven't seen yet.
Oh yeah, he's coming out later. We'll find him. Hopefully we don't find him in the middle of the street tonight.
Babyface Batoni is here, and today we're gonna get into predictions. Prediction episode. It was kind of a, I don't want to say lackluster week. I don't want to say it was a bad week of wrestling. It just was, this week on each promotion was more of a setup for the coming weeks.
Yeah, it was very, you might not want to say it. It was damn near, it was hella lackluster for me. I'm
trying to be nice.
You were trying to be very nice. I didn't feel anything, even AEW and NXT, I wasn't feeling either of those
They actually tied. They tied this week.
Really?
On the ratings.
That's very, very mediocre.
Yeah.
Mediocrity knows no bounds for this week. Yeah, I mean, we had some good matches and everything like that. We'll talk about a few things that happened, but yeah, we're mostly going to be focusing on the predictions because that's what they're focusing on and setting it up for TLC this week and then NXT and AEW's final shows of the year next week, the 18th of December.
Yep, 18th of December is a big day. So let's go ahead and get into a few predictions. But first,
we have because this is your show, because this is the heel turn, we like to focus on every and all heel turns. Yes. We like to give them all the credit. So I know that you were super excited for the most lackluster, the boringest heel turn of the entire 2019 season. Your favorite new heel, Seth Rollins.
Not my favorite. My favorite. Not
Your favorite new heel, Seth Rollins with J&J back together. What are your thoughts on that?
That was the biggest, just easy to see heel turn ever. Like, it was just like, okay, just do it already. I know you're gonna do it. Just do it.
I hope that I really do hope, and I can see the executives in the back being like, yo, they ain't gonna see this coming. Like, oh, we're about to blow their minds at the end of 2019. We're saving this big one for the last big heel turn, last big surprise of 2019. They were probably back there just like Britt Baker in it back there. Like, and everybody else at home is on their phone like,
here we go.
Yeah. Look at that, yeah.
Just hit them in the head already.
Still got some after Black Friday sales going. Yeah, that was very, I don't know, like you said, we saw it coming.
Yeah.
But it...
Even when, because they had him turn around in the van, like KO went to reach for him in the van. For one, like Booker said, what was it, on one of those after show, the backstage.
The backstage,
it's like, why was there a chair in this van? like you spin around. Yeah. Like, why was there a
Seth Rollins moment right there?
Yeah, why was there a chair in this van? Like, anyway, so he spins around and it's like, oh, who else would that have been? Of course it's Seth.
Of course Seth puts a damn chair in a van.
Yeah.
He's really the only one who would do that.
Like, that was... If coming after Bayley's heel turn and coming after Dakota Kai's heel turn and some of the other heel turns of the year, this is the one that you do for Seth? This is kind of like...
It's very James Bond, 1960s supervillainy, which, by the way, we're going to try to get a list of ranking the heel turns, all the heel turns of 2019. We're going to try to get that out to you guys here in the next couple weeks. So look forward to that. That's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
It's going to be all you all day.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to be sitting here.
Happy.
Babyface.
Babyfaced. This is why he looks like this. He's preparing
I'm getting ready for the heel turn episode. All right. Well, you want to jump into...
Yeah, let's get out of...
Yeah. Get out of the... God,
that waste of a heel turn.
Just really be draining.
When we do this list, know that is the worst one of the year. There isn't any other one.
Starting off, sneak preview, sneak peek of the list.
When we start the list, that will be number 10 or number 5 or whatever it is. That will be the top.
Bottom tier. Yeah. It might even be like, if there's 7, it might be number 8 somehow. Like that's how bad that was.
Getting into the predictions, we want to start NXT first?
Yeah, let's do NXT and AEW. Let's do the December 18th predictions first.
December 18th predictions. So, AEW predictions. Let's go with we have the tag match.
Yeah, for the tag team championships.
SCU and dang it,
they're killing the business. Super kick party.
I'm drawing a blank. Why am I drawing a blank right now?
SCU versus the Young Bucks.
I was not thinking Young Bucks.
God,
Buck.
Papa Buck, Uncle Buck. All the Bucks. It's the Young Bucks.
All the Bucks. Damn it. How did I... We had just said it too before we started.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand it.
Anyway, I'll leave this in because
you edited it.
I'm gonna have a tally up here.
Thank you. Yes, mistakes. We'll get the tally going finally.
SCU versus the Young Bucks, and who do you got?
Oh man, that's a tough one for me, honestly. If it was, I think it was. I don't want to say anybody else, but I think I'm gonna have to stick with SCU pulling it out. I feel like the Young Bucks have been doing a really good job of like keeping themselves strong while at the same time putting over other talent.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is, they've been putting over younger talent like Private Party and
Street Profits Light,
and Santana Ortiz. But SCU's pretty well. They're pretty established tag team before coming in, so I could see them taking the loss to the Young Bucks and not really it affecting them too much.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm going to stick with SCU for this one.
I am going to agree, but only because I feel like it's so soon in SCU's reign.
Yeah.
That I don't feel like it's time for their title reign to end yet.
Sure.
Was it been a month and a half?
Yeah, something like that.
It seems a little too quick for that reign to end. So maybe there's some kind of interference that keeps the Bucks from winning the titles, but I'm also going with SCU on that one.
Yeah, careful with that because that's that WWE thinking. AEW is pretty good about if you're gonna lose, you're gonna take the L.
Yeah.
So here's to no interference. Here's to no interference in that match, and SCU just hitting the SCU later on Matt? Who cares about Matt? And just taking the L. I love the Young Bucks, but it's not their time yet. Not their time yet.
The only other thing I want to say there's two things. There's two things for AEW. We have the 10-minute Jungle Boy versus Chris Jericho match. Do you think that Jungle Boy can actually pull this off?
No, he's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna win. But I think because of the stipulation, it's usually AEW matches are usually 20 minutes long because this one's actually a 10-minute match. Mm-hmm. I think because of that stipulation, he's gonna last the 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then they're all gonna get beaten up, and either John Moxley will make a rundown to try to save somebody, or Luchasaurus is gonna be standing there looking like a king at the end of it.
Yeah. And that leads to my final AEW prediction. What do you think happens with the proposal of Le Champion?
Ah, yes.
To Moxley.
To Jean Moxley.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. I don't think it gets settled next week. I think they let it. If in my mind, they're gonna let it play out until the new year. It's gonna be the first episode in Jacksonville. That's when we're gonna have an answer, which I think we both kind of know what the answer is gonna be. But I think that's when they're gonna reveal the answer. Oh, you got something else? You got other kind of mind thinking?
I know what it's gonna be.
Okay, yes.
But
what do you want it to be?
I want them to accept it.
Oh yeah?
And join.
Okay.
Swerve us. We haven't got a big swerve
in AEW yet. That's true.
Have them just be like, you know what? I want to do this.
Yeah, why not?
Shake hands. And join. I know he's not gonna do that.
No.
But I'd be genuinely shocked if he did it, and I want to be shocked. I think that's what I'm looking for, is to just be like, oh man, he actually shook his hand and joined. That's crazy.
That would be really shocking.
Yeah.
You don't think that'd be like a swerve just for the sake of a swerve, though? Because we know what's going to happen in Jacksonville. Ah, well, it'll still be a fun time.
It'd be good to see it happen.
Have some fun with it. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so we'll jump into the NXT predictions now, and I guess we can start off with Rhea Ripley versus Shayna Baszler for the NXT Women's Championship. Who are you taking?
I'm going with the upset.
The upset.
The upset.
Okay.
Is it an upset?
Is it considered an upset? She's beaten her. I mean, she's pinned her before. So would it be an upset, or would it just be? Is it more of a shock to you?
I think it's time for Shayna to go.
Okay.
And who better to do it than Rhea Ripley? I mean, I wouldn't have minded. I wouldn't mind Bianca be the one.
Yeah.
But I do like Rhea Ripley a lot, and she is on fire right now. She is on fire. If there's anybody who is probably more on fire right now than Shayna is Rhea. They both looked amazing coming out of Survivor Series in the Takeover weekend.
Yep.
And I think it's just there's nothing else for Shayna to do down there. I mean, she's at the point where it's literally like you've run through everybody except Rhea. So it's time for Shayna to move up. It's over to Raw, and the hint at it is the fact that Becky stood over her after she beat her at Survivor Series. It's time to move into that feud.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to agree with you on that. I love Shayna Baszler as the champion. Mm-hmm. I want her to hold that title forever. I don't want her to lose it. I want her to do kind of an Asuka-esque thing where she just, look, no one can beat me.
Here.
Yeah,
I'm out.
Yeah, take it.
Yeah.
I gotta go make more money at the other places. So, I can see that happening too. Like you said, we got to build towards WrestleMania now. It's almost WrestleMania season. It's about to be the road. So, what better time to lose is right before.
Can you see, can you feel, viewers who are watching, can you feel the hurt in our answers? That literally just hurt both of us to say that, that it's time for Shayna to go. I'm listening to you damn. That really...
Yeah, it really be, you can really feel you probably saw if you slow down the video, my soul actually leaves my body. All my will to live probably just took off right there because I don't want to see anybody move sideways, laterally, over at all anymore. So
tears came to my eyes as I said that it's time for Shayna. But there's no... I feel like Shayna is what they were trying to make Ronda. Shayna has looked just... Other than Asuka's run, there has not been, male or female, a more dominant run. She's more dominant than Brock.
Yeah.
Brock has lost to Mr. Terrible Heel Turn, Seth Rollins, who indicated that twice on Raw. Shayna looks amazing, and now it's got to end.
Yeah.
It's got to end at some point. So, my prediction for that one, we both agree. And that's nothing against Rhea Ripley, because I love Rhea Ripley.
She's good, yeah.
But it's just time for Shayna to move on.
Yeah. Moving on, we got the NXT Championship. The NXT Championship match between the champion Adam Cole and the challenger, which was a little surprising to me, even though I think I predicted last week, is Finn Balor.
You did, and you predicted that
Keith was going to take the L. Yeah, it was still a little surprising.
Yeah.
But, what can I say? When I'm the booker and I get the final say, it's going to be a little bit shocking.
I was expecting to bask in some glory, and it didn't happen.
It did happen.
Actually, no, I predicted Ciampa, I believe, on the last one.
Well, you basked in somebody's glory.
Yeah, no basking for me.
You basked in the Balor glory.
Yeah.
Who do you got for this one?
What I said would happen in the tag match for AEW. Mm-hmm. This is what's going to happen here. You
think it's too soon for Cole to lose the title?
No.
No.
Cole's not going to lose.
Okay.
There's going to be interference in this match.
Oh, okay.
There's going to be interference, and it's going to be Gargano.
Ooh, okay.
Gargano's coming back.
Okay.
And he's going to interfere and keep Balor from
getting the gold. Yeah.
Balor's going to be just about to come off the ropes or something. He's going to be setting it up. Gargano's going to come, interfere, keep that feud going.
Yeah. Okay.
And that leads us into, because they gotta set up the NXT for February.
That's true.
So and NXT does a great job of setting up feuds well in advance to build it. So it's time for Gargano to come back, interfere on that match. Finn Balor will win by disqualification.
By DQ?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Damn, that was a really good one. I was not thinking that. I was thinking there might be some kind of interference. I was thinking it was just going to be the Undisputed Era.
Mm-hmm.
Just, regular, nothing special. Just regular old Undisputed Era tactics. I'd love to see Johnny Gargano come back and do that, actually. That sounds great.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and, because I already had Adam Cole retaining, mostly because it's still the era. It's still the Undisputed Era's era,
Yeah.
I don't think it's time to take the belt off him. I think when it finally does happen, it's probably going to be Tommaso to do it.
Mm-hmm. And
when that does happen, it's going to be, a whole big thing at one of the takeovers. So maybe at February's takeover.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but nope, I'm right there with you. I'd love to see Gargano come back, and Adam Cole, baby, keeps the title this week. Yep.
I think we've been in agreement on everything so far.
Yeah, we have. Maybe this one will, maybe this next couple of matches will get us a little bit heat or more debate status, but let's see. We'll start off with, so we're moving into TLC's predictions.
TLC.
Are you excited for that?
No.
Okay.
Some of the matches are intriguing. Like the main thing about the TLC card is, to me, that's intriguing is the Bray and Miz angle based off of this week's SmackDown and last week's SmackDown. Yeah. I think that's probably one of the better stories that's going into it.
It's the only story that's worth talking about in this, even with Corbin dumping dog food on them. There's no real story angles going in right here, but that could make for some pretty good matches. So we'll start off with your boys, my boys,
his boys today,
my boys,
his boys, always my boys, but his boys,
my boys, the New Day versus the Revival for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, which just got turned into a ladder match. So who do you got?
It's another case of it being too soon for the New Day's reign. WWE is kind of iffy, like on tag belts. They don't care
at all. Yeah, you could win it one day and lose it literally on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So
I'm going with the New Day.
Of course.
I think New Day is from what I read, the Revival wasn't even supposed to be in this match.
No. Yeah.
So it was supposed to be Rude and Ziggler till Rude got the wellness suspension now.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. Unfortunately,
I'm going with my boys, the New Day.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the Revival. Not just to
swerve.
Just to swerve. Just rip it off. Got the Revival T-shirt. Yeah. I should have done that. No, I'm going for the Revival because, like you said, WWE don't give a damn about any of the tag team belts. So, and I think with these recent releases that just happened, releasing superstars that are unhappy, who have, formally and very loudly requested their release over social media and everything like that. We've known for a long time the Revival are one of those groups.
Yeah.
So I think to try to keep them happy, if they care enough to, that this would be a good time to put the belts on them.
But they did that before.
They did, yeah, they did. But also, like they put the belts on the New Day just to take the focus off of Kofi losing the belt. So like, he's not going to fight for it again. Kind of, here's a consolation for you. So I can see them being like, well, your consolation's up. It's time for a Revival to take this one.
In the same way that the Revival's not supposed to be in this match, the New Day is not really supposed to be the champions right now. I believe that the only reason that they are champions is because Xavier is injured. If Xavier hadn't got hurt, maybe they... Remember when Kofi was balling up the pancakes and getting mad?
Yeah.
Like, I felt something was happening with that.
I'm glad that didn't come to fruition just because you and me, we both love the New Day just being together as a cohesive unit.
Yeah.
I'm like, the day they break up is really going to be like, I'm going to have to call in. Don't worry, like that's what's gonna happen. Like I'm gonna be distraught.
I'm sick.
Exactly. Sick of this bullshit. So all right. So there you go.
Yeah.
Different on one.
Yeah.
Finally. All right. Let's move into the Raw Tag Team Championship match where the Viking Raiders have an open challenge. I guess first thing is, who do you think is gonna accept this open challenge, and then do they retain?
The only answer to me as who could accept this challenge would have to be the best tag team in the world, and that would be the OC.
Ah, of course.
Outside of that, my guys, you know, they went out and had a good match, and
the Street Profits.
Street Profits.
Yes, you have 50,000 guys. You have to. You literally have to specify.
I almost messed up and said primetime players. I don't know where that came from.
Great.
The real Street Profits, not light, not the light version.
Street Profits with sugar.
The Street Profits, they had a great match against the Viking Raiders.
It was very quick. It was like a 4-minute match.
Yeah, but they came out hot. They looked good. It helped them out. But I don't know of another tag team on Raw that is ready. And in order to continue to call Gallows and Anderson the best tag team in the world, you can't have them walking around with no belts.
That's true. For me, it's going to be a little different. Well, I guess first, do you have them taking? So you have them taking the belts?
Yeah, I have them taking the belt.
Okay. So I also have the Viking Raiders losing the belts, which is a ridiculous saying since they just won them and they've only been having squash matches. Mm-hmm. But with an open challenge, I think that leaves a little leeway for a surprise return. So with that, I am taking the Viking Raiders to lose their tag team titles to the returning Usos. I feel like this is the perfect time to have a little bit of Uso penitentiary slip back into, because they are on Raw. Yeah. They are a Raw tag team.
Yeah.
So, and I just feel like an open challenge. Like now, I can see them also not doing this. I can see them doing the OC. Mm-hmm. I just want to state for the record, I'm gonna be very, very disappointed if it's just the OC.
Too Sweet?
I love Too Sweet, bro. I throw Too Sweet up out the window when I'm driving. I throw it up like at the cashier. They be looking at me all weird. It's like, look, man, do you want these pretzels or not? I'm like, it is. But yeah, I think that's gonna be the big surprise to end 2019. I think it's the Usos coming back.
If that happens, screw my prediction. I love every bit of that. If that happens, I want to see the Usos back. It's time to see them back.
Yeah.
And you know they got my girl.
I do know that. I don't predict her showing up at all. That's not. Yeah.
It's part of it. It's a bundle.
Okay.
So get Naomi with that. All right. Well, I wouldn't be mad to see a Joey. I'm still rolling with the OC, but I would love to see the Usos come back and take that.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good one. All right. Alistair Black versus Buddy Murphy.
Nobody cares about that match.
What? Oh.
You know what? I mentioned this last week.
You are a heel.
I am. And I loved Alistair Black in NXT. And I don't feel like they're giving him
enough.
No offense to Buddy Murphy at all, but I feel like Alistair's kind of above this.
I don't think so. I think they've built Buddy
to be a good contender.
Yeah, he's very believable, and he's phenomenal in the ring. This is the match I am most excited about if they give it enough time.
There's
the caveat.
There's going to be
as long as we have enough time for this match, they give it the respect that it should have. There doesn't need to be a story here. Mm-hmm. It literally just has to be Alistair, go out there, Buddy, go out there, tear the house down. If this match is good, I feel like you can send the entire crowd home happy just with this match.
They could very well steal the show.
Yes.
The issue is, are they going to give them more than 5 minutes?
The issue is they won't.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah. Well,
I'm going to say I'm predicting Alistair to win this. But it's going to be a 5-minute match and it's going to suck. They're going to make me hate the match. It's not going to be like, give me 15 minutes of them going at it, and I'm like, man, that shit was great.
Yeah.
Change my opinion of this. But 5 minutes, he's going to kick him in the head. That's going to be the end of it.
That's probably the biggest downside to drawback to Alistair Black's finishing move. It could happen instantly.
Yeah.
So you literally have the match. It's the new RKO. It could literally, as soon as the match starts,
bam,
match is over.
Kick in the head.
So that's kind of, that's very much a bummer. But I'm also going with Alistair Black just because you can't be daring people to knock on your door and then go out there and get your ass beat. So, all right. Now on to the match that you're most excited for. The tables match between Bobby Lashley and your boy.
Which one of these guys is my boy?
Donald Duck himself, Rusev.
Oh, man.
Had to go through a whole divorce just to get this match. Don't forget. Don't forget, that was the only caveat. Like, I'll sign these papers, baby, but I'm going to need a match against Bobby.
Can we just end this angle already? Goodness gracious. Give me Rusev.
Give me Rusev.
This one.
Rusev just setting us all free from this terrible angle.
This has been a terrible. There was no reason to split Rusev and Lana up. There's
no reason at all. Yeah.
Bobby, just because they had nothing to do, you could have put McIntyre against Lashley. That would have been a good match. These two powerhouses battling it out.
Yeah.
Instead, anyway, give me Rusev.
Give you Rusev. You're going with what you want. I'm going with what's actually going to happen. Bobby's going to take this win because this feud has to continue for some reason.
No.
I feel like it's.
God, no.
I'm done with it. I've been done with it since the first couple of vignettes aired or whatever. First couple of videos. I've been done with this. But Vince loves this.
He does.
Vince loves this angle. And Paul Heyman he's loving it too. He's like, this is my brainchild. It's perfect. He's getting all the views on YouTube.
This is terrible.
It's bad, but it's gonna get worse.
Oh my God.
It's gonna get worse at the Royal Rumble. Bank on it. So we got you all nice and sad, all nice and depressed and gloomy and everything like that.
Because I don't want to see that continue at all.
Let's move on to Bray Wyatt versus The Miz.
Yes.
Bray Wyatt, not The Fiend.
Yes.
Versus The Miz.
This is what I'm most excited about because this has the best, I don't want to say best story in all of wrestling, but this is a good angle.
It's pretty good.
I've been excited to see this build up. No way Miz wins this match. I'm wearing a Miz shirt. Miz is on my list, which we will also do in the coming future. We will get down to my list. Stay tuned.
It will not be a list, though.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's copyright.
Yeah.
Lexicon either.
No.
The rankings of Big Raph.
Something is coming.
Yeah. Something's coming.
It's coming. Miz is one of my guys. I love Miz. There is absolutely no way Miz wins this match. It's just not. I'm sorry, Miz. I'm a big fan, but there's no way. You're gonna get crushed. And the only thing for me is how he gets crushed. Does Daniel Bryan join up with Bray Wyatt? Is that what the surprise is gonna be, or how? I don't.
Yeah. So we're pretty much also in agreement with this. There's really no need to debate the outcome of this match in terms of the winner. But in terms of shock value, I guess the bigger prediction is, do you see Daniel Bryan making a surprise return here? Do you see it happening? Not do you want it to happen, but do you see it actually happening?
I don't see it happening at this event. I think this isn't the correct venue for that.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe they just have Miz get squashed. Maybe you tease Daniel Bryan coming, but not. I don't think we get much of Daniel Bryan on this show.
I agree with that. I don't think he's going to show up. Maybe a quick video or like a quick picture or something. Maybe Daniel, something like that. But I'm holding on to, we don't see Daniel Bryan until number 30th entry at the Royal Rumble. Wouldn't you just lose? And it's not even like the Daniel Bryan we're used to. Just come out, just
short hair,
clean shaved and bald.
Babyface Bryan?
Babyface Bryan. Who is the biggest heel in the company now. They'll never see the irony. But yeah, I don't see it happening either. Bray all the way this time.
Sorry, Miz. Sorry. You're my boy, man.
On to the TLC match for nothing. There's nothing hanging above the ring, I don't think. There's nothing on the line here. Just Roman Reigns versus King Corbin. And just like my introduction of that should give you all the...
I'll let you make the first prediction on this one.
It's got to be Roman. It's got to be Roman Reigns. It's the end of the year. It's the end of 2019. It looks like they're building him up to... Now, I don't see him winning the Rumble, but I see him getting a title shot at WrestleMania. So they got to start building him up soon.
Mm-hmm.
If he's going to be in the Rumble, I don't see him winning that. So he needs a good decisive win over a dastardly heel such as King Corbin. Plus, just getting payback. They dumped food on him. That's gross.
He got a lot of payback on SmackDown.
And get his pay-per-view payback.
Yeah. Before I make my pick and destroy everything that I'm about to say, Baron Corbin has been booked well this year.
Yes.
And damn it, he might be the best heel in WWE.
He's about to be on your list.
And I thought, the best thing that ever happened to Baron Corbin was him going bald. His hair thinning and him going bald. That was the best thing that happened.
You're just trying to get more people on your bald bandwagon.
No, I mean, hey, man, us baldies gotta stick together.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
When he had hair and he was all that, it was like he was just kind of struggling.
It was nasty.
Then he got the haircut, and then it's like, his heel elevated after when he got the haircut. Like, he's really become
really saw like a whole new person.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, who's this big sexy bald son of a bitch?
Oh man, we gotta push this guy.
Yeah.
His mic work has gotten better. His ring presence has gotten better. His ring attire has gotten better.
He's got the coolest king getup of anybody who's ever won. So I'll give him that.
So I like everything about King Corbin at the moment. With that being said, he's losing.
Exactly.
Roman Reigns, the big dog. Big dog is winning this Sunday at TLC.
And I think they did it just like that. Build up his whole aura just to take this L. Yeah. It's going to mean a lot more because if this had happened like 4 or 5 months ago, nobody would have cared that Roman beat Baron Corbin. Mm-hmm. But King Corbin, that's a win for some reason.
It sucks though because I wanted to see Baron Corbin kind of get the Booker treatment where he wins and then he goes on to maybe get the title.
Yeah. There's still a chance at that. No, there's not.
No way.
Not the universal shot. No.
You're not going against Bray.
No, you're not. Yeah. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yes, excuse my ignorance.
I would have liked to see him get a title shot, but it's not gonna happen. So, Roman.
Clean. Okay. Nice. All right, we round off the pay-per-view with what we believe is going to be you see this being the main event? The Women's Tag Team Title TLC match. First time ever the Women's Tag Team titles have been contested in a TLC match. Just in case you didn't know that. Making history. First time. They got the case of the first time evers again. They got the Kabuki Warriors, the champions, defending against the Raw Women's Champion, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte. Just another thrown together tag team. Who you got?
So, I'm not actually sure if that match closes out. I kind of feel like they're gonna put Corbin and Roman in the last spot. But you did say the whole first time this has been defended in the TLC, and they do like to close with the first times.
They like to close or open, so it's one of the two.
They can't open with that match.
Yeah, well, they open
that's kind of a bigger match.
It is, but when the women's tag team titles first came into effect, the Elimination Chamber, they opened with that. That was the first one, so they can do it. They have done it before. I don't think so. I think they're closing with it because you have Becky in the match. Yeah. Becky and Charlotte are in the match, but
has Becky's star been
steadily dropping? Yeah, and that's their fault because they don't have anybody for her to fight. So they said, hey. Our next biggest heels are unfortunately the tag team champions. Not unfortunately, I love them as holding gold, but they're the tag team champions.
And we didn't get an answer as to where Becky has been the last few weeks. Anyway,
she's been avoiding Seth because she knew this heel turn was coming.
Yeah, I'm gonna hate myself for this. Charlotte and Becky are going to win this match. And be the reluctant, I don't really like you. We're going to be tag champions like Stone Cold and Dude Love. And we just have to be champions because they put us together. Or no, not Stone Cold. Was it Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels that won the titles? And didn't really like each other. Old school wrestling. You can go check.
I was born in 94.
Yeah, he wasn't alive. He was really little when all this stuff was happening. I'm just seeing that this is they're going to be the reluctant tag champions. They're going to win it. We don't like each other and all, which is going to lead to maybe the Kabuki Warriors winning it right back shortly thereafter.
Yeah, right afterwards, yeah.
So I got Charlotte and Becky.
I'm going with my heart on this one because my head says exactly what you just said. They don't give a damn about any tag team titles, and I think they care even less about the women's tag team titles.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going with what I hope is the case, and Becky and Charlotte start getting a little, little going button heads a little bit, start falling out and everything like that, and then Shayna Baszler comes in, costs Becky and Charlotte the belt. So we're not have to. So we're setting it up beforehand, and then it's all gonna come together when at NXT on the 18th, Baszler drops the title. We have a ready, set, made feud over on Raw with Becky, because Becky will probably be like in her mindset, like I already dropped her at Survivor Series, even though I lost the match. Technically, she didn't beat me. I was the one standing tall. I don't need if she's the baddest woman in the company. I don't need to deal with her. She's beneath me. Mm-hmm. Shayna's got to come back and say, no, I'm the one who won. Yep. You're beneath me. Set it up like that. So
they have a few different options that they can go with this, with everything that's about to happen within the next week.
Yeah.
Becky has never beat Asuka.
That's true, but one-on-one.
Yeah, and one-on-one, she's never beat Asuka. So that could play into the next month as well, with Asuka challenging Becky for the title. If they didn't want to bring Shayna directly into it, you could throw Asuka in there. And
I would love that.
Becky could say, "Oh, I finally beat you." If it happens,
if it happens, yeah.
She finally beat Asuka, which I don't want to see because Asuka's supposed to be dominant. She's supposed to be dominant all the time.
Her dominance died when Charlotte beat her at WrestleMania. Yeah,
and she shook her hand and just completely, my soul left with her.
There you go. See,
you saw my soul on the screen. Like, hey. It was just that wasn't supposed to happen. Yeah. But you could either play it that way with Asuka, or you could go this way with what you said and have Shayna interfere.
Yeah,
they made my girl Bayley look bad in that whole scenario. That shouldn't have been a triple threat match from the beginning. That was the only triple threat match that I feel like they messed up. Because the third person in the triple threat match just was like an afterthought. Everybody else in those matches, whether it was Shinsuke, they even made Shinsuke look good.
He felt like a big deal in that one, yeah.
Yeah, and he had been an afterthought for his whole title reign. Yep. And then in that match, it was like, man, Shinsuke is looking really good here. Then you got arguably the best heel turn of the year with Bayley. If not the best, is one or two.
We'll find out later. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
You got her in this match, and you make her look like the least important person in the triple threat match.
Sure.
And have that essentially be a one-on-one between Shayna and Becky, only for Bayley to take the pin. I think it makes more sense to maybe go with what you said, but if you want to hold off until Mania, you throw Asuka in there, in between. Have Becky beat Asuka, and then throw the Shayna factor in there later on to build to Mania. You can't have that match yet. You can't have Becky versus Shayna for Elimination Chamber.
Royal Rumble or Elimination Chamber, yeah.
Because it'll probably Becky and wasn't Becky and Asuka at WrestleMania?
It was at the Royal Rumble last year. So okay, that'd be a good setup. Do a whole full circle, have Becky win it this time.
Yeah, Becky wins it,
and then Shayna wins the Rumble.
There it is.
We just booked it. There it is.
And then Shayna is gonna take. Let's not go too far.
Yeah.
Let's not go too far.
And the TLC 2020 predictions.
We're gonna predict out the next year.
Yeah.
For you right now. But that's everything, right? That's the whole
we killed it. Yeah.
Yeah. So those are our predictions for this coming week. This whole coming week. Tomorrow with TLC and the upcoming December 18th, big night of wrestling.
Big Wednesday, the big Wednesday to end out the year.
Yeah. So that's gonna do it for us this week. Thank you all for watching. We truly appreciate it. Leave suggestions down below. I always go through the comments to see what you all say. I respond to everybody. Let us know how we're doing. And we will be back with more content, more heel turn, and We'll discuss the worst heel turn of the year.
Yeah.
And the good ones. On future episodes. So we'll holler at y'all in the next one. Peace.
Am I still gonna be a baby face when we get back?
Yeah.